Yo, what's up, guys? It's Reba into the building, and today, oh no, oh dear, oh no, damn, looks like people talking about this. So very concerning. Well, I have to see my thoughts and opinion about it, cause I think they used to done them, you know, the game in the past extremely wrong. I'm not kidding y'all, they did done the game dirty around the past. But can they at least fix it? But we have to see. But I will try this game though, y'all. Don't worry. I will try it in 7 months time. Once if PlayStation drop the whole damn thing. Fuck this dude. But yeah, video's gonna be up in the way, and that's gonna be in the production too. After 2 hours, let's see. Damn, looks like I see a lot of people discussing about this shit. Damn, BLOOBER team, also Konami, y'all's got so much issue you need to like look at. And to be honest with y'all, so this is y'all's for like 2 years in development. 2 years in development, and we seen like already this, but we see like this now talking about it. We see now next minute these thoughts up still play. But yeah, that's it. You got a lot of community talking about this. So I don't know what's going on with y'all in 2 years, but why are you doing this to below franchise IP? Plus, even they spotted on the hair. So y'all need to like make sure you work on this damn ass game and your martial release date. So I want to say this to the people who work around the Silent Hill 2 remake and also BLOOBER TEAM Konami. Y'all's make a promise you want to release it this year, and y'all's want to give us announce date, but what you give us is only type of this. But I think if I was y'all's, take a look at the likes. Y'all supposed to be like kind of shame yourself. No, like y'all supposed to be ashamed. This is like 2 years. Y'all's work hard, but you trying to find other people to produce it, and now you want to like what I would say, you gonna put in development. Anyway, I'm gonna save that too for my second clip. But by the way, let's get into it. Hey y'all, that's me. I think around last week. Wanna watch state play? Wanna see two Silent Hill trailers and all that type of shit? I said, probably need to make a video, but I need to wait until I see the community reacts. And yep, there we go. Cause to be honest, for me personally, I will explain the gameplay. I'm gonna like explain it once. I'm gonna react to this guy. And to be honest, y'all, I got my own personal opinion, and I'm gonna share it with y'all through the video. Like, how do I feel about the Silent Hill 2 remake gameplay? But other than that, I wanna give credit to these community YouTubers, at least Matt Durrett and Griffith, and also Prelude Boy 99, and also Under the Mail for like calling this stuff out, because it's been years. Like, what is it? Like them niggas around Colombia, it's been years. They always trying to kill the franchise, but not at least trying to give it, like I said, yells to Eastern people, South Asian people, at least. I would say whatever is East Asian or South Asian, but at least give these type of people at least, at least, at least, the choice to make Silent Hill great again. But unfortunately, why it have to be like USA? Come on. Why, Konami? And to be honest, there is loads of studios from Japan that at least have some good merits and good skills. And even though they got like 79% overall, but at least they can make a good, psychological horror game. And also I see from, one of the recent games they create. And even though the Eastern developers do their best to create a good, psychological horror game with higher merits. Like to overall to 81 overall merits to 82 overall merits too. And even 79. Yeah, 79 overall merits too. At least y'all could give it to them. Y'all could give it to the Eastern people and the long time hardcore fans of the series. The hardcore fans telling you, Konami, to at least give it to Eastern Studio. But you do the same thing for over decades, living in shadows, saying, oh, the fans will not understand our language of the game, but they still at least translate it. Y'all living rent free over, giving IPs Eastern, because the fact that Eastern at least will translate to English, but you panic too much, so they'll complain about the language. They're gonna complain about the Japanese language. To be honest with y'all, most of the people don't even care what language it is. They want to enjoy it. But you're gonna have like smaller, like very tiny local minority group will care about the language. But at least when it comes to vast majority of people, they don't care about it. What language is it? Japanese, English? If it gives to do the Japanese and have an English subtitle, I will happy to at least liking it for my safety, because I like anime and also like superhero films, but superhero films die. Plus, yells, it's not gonna be like 4 of them. It's gonna be 3 more, and then yells will make your own minds and thoughts and opinion down in the comment section. But by the way, it's time for me to like react to those, Silent Hill I would say long time people that don't know about the franchise and know about the gameplay, and they want, Silent Hill to be back on track, great again. But unfortunately, when I knew this type of stuff coming, and the fact like, when I knew like the calm and also the light is gonna go down to the dark path, we see this a miles away. And also, personally, when I take a look at the trailer again, and we'll look at the gameplay, oh boy, I got to like at least explain my thoughts about it. So anyways, hope you do follow these YouTubers that do Silent Hill. And to my audience, if you don't know Silent Hill, take a look at these YouTubers. At least they explain you the truth about Silent Hill and why Konami has been like, butchered the franchise since around like the 2000s. And to be honest, I have my own, skeptical and my honest opinion about the Silent Hill 2 remake, how this type of stuff will happen. But yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna get into the video. Y'all should listen and hear what 4 of them gotta say, and also my thoughts will be truly actually on the remake. Alright, let's go everybody, let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Here, $1. Now I'm going to sign this, and it's a great honor. $6.2 trillion. Here, $1. Now I'm going to sign this, and it's a great honor. $6.2 trillion.
キルシリーズのプロデューサーを務める岡本元井です。ご覧いただいたのはサイレントヒルザ・ショートメッセージという全く新しいサイレントヒルとなります。 本作は本日この後プレイステーション5で
It's available now.
配信いたします。この
I'm playing it.
現代を舞台にしたサイコロジカルホラーをぜひ体験してください。それでは最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Silent Hill 2.
Go, my homie.
We waited, guys, long enough.
Here is the Silent Hill 2 remake gameplay, and what's my thought about it? Alright, my thoughts and opinion is, like, personally for me, what look like James, he walks like clunky. I'm not gonna lie, yalls. He walks and it is like wonky as hell, bro. That shit's wonky as hell. And that's the only thing BLOOBER TEAM need to fix on James walking mechanic animation. Cause that seems like wonky as fuck, bro. If you take a look at the trailer, at least it showing him walking straight. But this is so wonky. I'm not gonna lie, yo. This is so wonky as fuck. I promise y'all this. They need to absolutely get this on point. If not, then this shit over. And also, when it came down to the the fog and all that, I would say okay, but it's not at its best. Because to be honest, if you look at the original doing it best. And also, when it come down to the hallway, it's kind of not nowhere near to the original. And to be honest, it needs to have like a flat apartment. No lie, y'all. It really needs to have like a flat apartment. And also the hallway that basically James do see. And also, what is it? It needs to have like a gritty and talk, like, version of it. And also, the flat apartment needs to be like dirtier and dustier and grittier and my bloodshed. To be honest, in my damn opinion, if you play the original game, you can tell what I'm talking about. It when James entered a lot of flat room, and also when we came down to hall, it needs to have like a straight side, like a flat apartment. It needs to have it in a straight way, not like some way what's in the remake in a building with windows. No, it needs to be fully still and dark with no lights. And that's the thing I like when James have like a torch with and the kind with him. And when it came down to this game, it needed approval of it. And even when the only thing my own problem is when James end building, like they take out the windows, these two windows. If you take a look at the original have like the window, but it's closed. It have like curtains and type of stuff. But I felt like they remove it. It's not that great, to be honest, in my damn opinion. Not that great. And yeah, that's how bad it is. But by the way, I'm gonna let this guy speak and also have like his take to it, and then I'm gonna make response to him back. Simple. So here we go. Let's go.
Okay, so that has been Silent Hill 2 Remake, including the short message, which again I didn't think was a real thing. I thought that was just fluff, but it's confirmed. It's a real thing. But we still don't have a release date for Silent Hill 2. And we saw a little bit of gameplay, which is good. That's some improvement. But I'm not impressed. Maybe that's just me. I don't know how everyone else is going to feel about it, but it looks rough. It looks really rough.
Yalls, you see how he put on a proof, like, you see how James trying to hit the creature with the bat, and I thought, like, I'm glad, like, where majority part of the problem is, because the fact, like, you have to use so many time skip, but not at least, not even counting the attack, or at least parry them or something, more than that type of shit, for my opinion. But the thing is, for this game, like, it if it needs like blood or anything, bro, it needs to have green. I was saying not for James self, but the fact is, it needs to be green and pale and stale, not have the red thing on it. It does. See, at least the fans just at least speak for my behalf. But the thing is, for this game, I'll tell you about the thing I have disliked the most. The fact, like, wow, the fuck, like, James have used his gun. Yes, y'all, his gun is like a silencer. But to be honest, BLOOBER TEAM don't even play like no military games, or at least just look at how Resident Evil 2 have became successful, bro. For real, that's just show proof, like, they don't really know how to do these type of combats. And to be honest, Silent Hill is a very, very hard game to tackle with, you know. No lie, y'all, it is a very, very hard game. And plus, like, when I seen James aiming, you know, to the mechanic or whatever, he's trying to shoot them, and it sound like a silencer. It don't sound like a real gun. And to be honest, y'all, you know what a gunshot should sound like. But I will play the sound effects, cause that's how, you know, these developers need to learn how what pistol sound like, but not sound like an absolutely like a silencer, homie. Nah, it needs to be like more loud and more clear, just like from the original, but not copy and paste in the original. No, it needs to have like a louder, you know, shooting, you know, tone. But when it comes to like the sniper, okay. When it comes to shotgun, But this, it didn't work a lot of it. And the thing that really upset me about this game, like, there was no dismember around the mannequin. Yeah, there is no damn much dismemberment. My homie, I would like in horror game, because at least Resident Evil 2, Evil Within, and also Damas, what is it? Yeah, Dead Space. At least they have dismember around the creatures. That's what I like to see in each horror games, like dismember, body been, you know, cut off, head been, you know, has been exploded. If you sniper and just shoot right ahead, they give you some ultimate headshot kill. That's how many fans will like and will interested to buy that game. But oh no, y'all saying that you wanna go to modern audiences. Okay, but at least try and make the mechanics and have the like dismembering on type of stuff, bro. Not having them like, you know, the same. And also the Bobblehead nurse is very worse. Yes, the Bobblehead nurse is very worse. Yeah, I was right for you. Go watch the original. If you take a look at Silent Hill 2 nurse, they been vibrating as fuck. They supposed to be vibrating as fuck, but not just stand there like leaning. No, it needs to be vibrated as hell. And also next minute, they need to attack James. Simple. But the fact, like, when look at the trailer and all that, bro, the nurse needs to be more, you know, dirty, or at least having blood stains around them, or at least blood stains in each enemies. That's the thing. And that's the thing they kind of missed the point of Silent Hill, how it used to be created, how it used to be loved by main masses of people, masses audience people, for real, and for the sake of it, for the fact, and also to the logic, yes, the logic too. But the truth is, like, they need to get this thing going, bro. They need to absolutely need to fixing it for sure. Girls, listen, they stayed around 2 years. They've been working on it. I knew this shit gonna happen. I knew this shit. So, BLOOBER TEAM, what y'all's doing, my niggas? What y'all's buying other stuff for? And y'all's got your whole studio need to work in this game. What y'all doing for 2 years, huh? What your bitch ass self doing 2 years, y'all's? Oh my days. Plus, I never, ever in my life seen like so many like this like been thrown around this game. Never ever. But we have to deal with used company. Yes, you clue this company that what is it? Y'all spend time just we having break. We can go upside down and spend, a lot of money to other like studios so we can collaborate with them. Now y'all don't need to collaborate with them. Y'all need to work on the side to remake. What's your lazy ass been doing for 2 years? What y'all's got Layers Fear. You done that. You finished complete Layers Fear. And next minute y'all's want to like go and find some people to like hire some studios to like collab with. Now y'all, you need to work on the side to remake. So what's your boss yourself for like 2 years, polishing and clean for development, but y'all need to important the most work on gameplay. See, I know y'all's doing, and guys, I'm being honest. See, that's what they care for, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. That's what these dumbass developers care for, y'all, throughout the years. And even the bots and me confirming, they rather focus on the like the graphics, and also they rather focus on the polish and the state of the graphic and the story, but not a damn ass gameplay. Yes, graphics and also the parts of the stain quality, but no damn ass gameplay. So y'all don't want to focus on damn ass gameplay, and I see it. Y'all need to shape yourself the fuck up. I'm telling you, seriously. Y'all spend your damn ass time around a year to like do with the story and also the high quality content, but not focus on a lot of things like the gameplay important and also more to it. Oh my word, bro. And guys, I can't even say more because I just don't want to go off in a single moment. Because remember how these people say, yeah, we're done with the Silent Hill 2. It's technically ready, but I need polishing. But y'all didn't even like at least focus on the gameplay and what is it? The audio and also the walking mechanic James is kind of wonky as fuck. And also what is it? The creatures and the type of stuff is not even like grittier or dirtier and most. But bro, I really need this thing grittier and dirtier more. The most, y'all. Seriously, dirtier and grittier the most, and also horrifying. Just like me fans saying. But by the way, let me finish this video, and y'all, I want y'all to hear this type of gunshot after how the Silent Hill 2 remake needs to do it. Simple.
Maybe it was just the stream quality that I was looking at, and maybe that's the reason why it looks so rough. I'm praying that that's what it was, because it doesn't look as polished as it should be. And this is from what I'm seeing. This game can still be amazing. It can still be great. We didn't see a whole lot Um, I'm a little bit mixed. That's my genuine first-hand reaction. I'm more bummed that there is no release date. I really wanted a release date. We waited for so long, and I know a lot of people are going to probably be upset that there's no release date. It says on wish list. It's still in development.
Yeah,
which,
sure it is.
to me,
It's out like development because I don't know what they doing for
I feel
them
like they
as
should have
2
waited
years.
before announcing Silent Hill 2 Remake. I would 100% understand if they did that, and then today would have been the day they announced it. But it looked rough. It looked really rough. Well, I'm just going to post this, and I'm just going to ask the question what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Oh, homie, that type of things sure look damn rough. So they say, oh, it's for May 2023, but y'all didn't announce no damn transmission. So y'all's, what is it? Showing in the state of play. Okay, yeah, us fans been a long time waiting, but you rather take an old version of the trailer and show it to us? Really? And you know what? But you know how much fans gonna like react to it? Oh boy, why y'all's like this? You know, this type of stuff is crazy. I'm not saying you pretty old boy 99. No, I'm talking about the developers. Bloober, come here. Why y'all like this? Really? Why? And also, BLOOBER TEAM, this is for y'all protected too. Cause the fact like y'all's buying, studio hours at high, like, partnering studio that you wanted to do the Walking Dead, series, but y'all don't know how to do great horror games, bro. Y'all don't know how to do great horror game. Y'all's rather just have one team to like collaborate with another different team, but not at least like getting the most of your whole team to work and focus on Cycle 2 project. And this you got to like have for Sony from State of Play to just give us that trailer, and that's your all effort you put in. Really? Oh boy. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna like show you how the gun should sound. Simple. Like only the pistol, not the shotgun. Simple. Here it is, and how it's supposed to be sound like. Next one now. Yeah, that's it, y'all. So, yep, I just show you the gun effect they should use on the Silent Hill 2 remake for the gameplay of the gun, the gunfire arms and all that type of stuff. So yeah, so if everyone in the Silent Hill community would like to leave a comment and drop their thoughts and opinion, just let me know. And also to the big ass YouTuber right there, to Griffiths and Prelude Boy 99, also Matt Direct, and also Under Meal. If you want to pay by and drop a comment, let me know, or tell me what do you agree or disagree, so I can like understand it for a point. But sure, yeah. By the way, everybody, yeah, that's how guns and also the firearms should be. We're not like Silencer. This ain't no stealth action game, bro. This ain't none of it. But two, yeah. So I can understand why they want to go for Resident Evil 2 route. But even though that game is not a Resident Evil, it's Silent Hill. It's supposed to be psychological horror game. But the way how to do the third person shoulder camera, they need to do way more better. I mean, way a lot of efforts to it, bro. Cause that type of stuff, stinks when I see in the trailer. Plus, to my views or people watching me, what's your thoughts about the Silent Hill 2 gameplay remake trailer? Do you like do you like it or not? Not really. Because if you take a look at the likes and dislikes, but this gonna be an up for my video too, because I'm gonna do response for for a lot of them, but also a lot of YouTubers too, what I think about it and how they feel about the gameplay. You know, y'all will know how I feel, and you too know how you feel about the Silent Hill 2 remake. But by the way, let's try and to get into the next YouTuber we need to discuss. Even though I'm gonna agree with the next one, what I'm gonna do right now. It's called Max the Rat. So let's start with him, and then we start with Under the Mere, and then the last Griffith, and then I want to hear, and then we gonna hear from other creators too, cause this is bad. I'm telling you that gameplay trailer, this is bad. So we need to at least work out how to get it right. So let's go.
Max, I love the Silent Hill series. I've done many analysis videos of the Silent Hill games. They are arguably my most popular videos on this channel. Like all of you, I've been experiencing feelings of simultaneous dread and excitement waiting for more Silent Hill 2 remake news. I held those feelings in relatively equal supply ever since that big Silent Hill transmission back in October of 2022. But then, of course, Silent Hill Ascension happened, and my pessimism shot through the roof like a spear through Pyramid Head's skull. And that sentiment pretty much maintained all the way up until yesterday, when we finally got another look at Silent Hill 2 Remake. So, with that recap out of the way, am I more pessimistic or more optimistic? Honestly, neither. Yes, there are things about the trailer that I am concerned about. And I am of course referring to the combat and the animations, which I will get to, and of course the fact that there is still no release date despite the fact that the game is supposedly done. But I will say that I think that Silent Hill fans are letting their concerns and anger distract them from other stuff in the trailer that is encouraging. In total, the number of things I feel optimistic about are matched in number by the things I'm pessimistic about. So they cancel each other out, and I'm still left feeling the way I did before. Indifferent. Anyway, I will start with the pros and then make my way to the cons. First, in terms of visuals, the one thing that I desperately wanted the developers over at BLOOBER Team to do was shroud almost everything in darkness and make the few things that are visible dingy and dirty and decayed.
That's what I'm saying, y'all. Like I said, I don't want to repeat myself over and over. If you rewind and listen to what I said and what's my thoughts and opinion, there it should tell you the whole thing. But by the way, Matt Direct, I agree with you, but also don't try to disagree with fans, because at least the fans can point the whole thing out, like very massive loud group of majority. Not minority, no, it's majority. Simple. Thanks.
Just like they did in the original. Then of course take that aesthetic and give it the type of graphical fidelity we expect in 2024. Guys, this is it. The game looks exactly like I wanted it to look, and this new footage just further cements that feeling. There are some exceptions to this though. Yes, they do need to make James's hair not look so goddamned bright, they really need to make the lying figure not look so glossy, and I am a little bit worried about the way the fog is going to work. But outside of that, everything else looks great to me. The one shot from this trailer that really sold me though, is one you might not expect. It lasts only 2 seconds, but it's just James walking down this hallway. Like I said, almost everything is dark, with only a small percentage being illuminated. And what we see is decrepit and depressing.
See, y'all, you see how it stopped there? You see how it stopped that? That shows you I have a very huge issue and problem with, that game. How they constantly have the wall have maybe a window or slightly more windows apart from or inside, whatever the fuck, but it's just there, the evidence there. But for me person in my opinion, I'd rather have it with a flat apartment or a hallway with it with no windows on type of stuff. See, it shows it's got window there, and they need to get rid of it so we can have a very huge hallway to the apartment where James at least gotta walk down the hallway of the apartment, bruh. For real. Meanwhile, he using his torch too. And also, please take away the windows and type of things. Take a lot of the windows out of it and at least make it straight from the original. And that's what I really like to really respect from Remake, is like respecting source material. Have it like, you know, as have it like a main hallway with no windows and type of stuff, which is true. You know the old game, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm gonna get on to Max Direct so he can, explain his type of thing in the remake, and I'm gonna leave my thoughts after the end. Alright, let's go.
Now, if we combine what we see here with Akira Yamaoka's industrial noises, we will have Silent Hill's atmospheric horror in a nutshell. If Bloober Team can pair that atmospheric horror with the same feelings of claustrophobia from those old games, like when monsters sometimes block your path and you have limited resources to protect you, then the classic Silent Hill feel will be nailed. But that does rest on how the combat and movement feel, which, like I said, I will discuss in a moment. Beyond graphics, the trailer also tells us that they are keeping a lot of the game's original puzzles, locations, and story beats intact. The first thing that stood out to me was the juice puzzle. I'm shocked that they decided to keep that puzzle in there, because even though we all love Silent Hill 2, the logic behind that puzzle is still a bit of a head-scratcher. Like, who would know that the purpose of a carton of juice is to dislodge a trash chute? But anyway, I was kind of surprised at how happy I was to see that there, alongside all the other familiar things, like the grandfather clock puzzle, the safe puzzle, the coin puzzle, the dead guy in the fridge, the dead guy in the chair, and the pool with the 3 lying figures in the apartment area. Though seeing all these familiar locations updated made me very happy, it does make me wonder how much they're going to be sticking to the original. Some fans would be perfectly happy with a beat-by-beat retelling of the original game, while some fans might want them to add and innovate at least a little bit. When speaking about remakes generally, I normally would be one of those people that would like the developer to add and innovate, but there is an argument to be made that the structure of the original Silent Hill 2 is so perfect that any new elements would break it.
That's true.
I honestly don't know, but at the very least, seeing a lot of the familiar stuff in there and having it look good is very, very encouraging. Now, let's talk about the combat. Look, I understand a lot of people being mad at this. They're saying it looks like a Resident Evil clone, with worse animations and gun sounds that lack impact. But most importantly, the inclusion of this type of gunplay works against what gave the original Silent Hill games their identity, what separated them from the likes of Resident Evil. There is truth to that, and there is good reason to be concerned. But that said, I do think there is a way you can look at this combat style and not panic. Let's look at it through an optimistic lens first. Remember what I said before about how important it is in Silent Hill games to feel boxed in by both the environment and your lack of resources? That can be done with this combat system. What this game needs to do is limit the number of bullets you can get, and also hopefully make it so that melee weapons break or are unreliable. That way, when you see a nurse or a mannequin coming at you from down the hallway, each encounter makes you pray that you can successfully dodge it. If you can't, then you might have to sink a fair number of bullets into it, or drain your melee weapon's durability, which will make the next enemy encounter even more tense. It would also help if there was some increased difficulty involved in your attempts to dodge. If that's what they're going for this combat system, it can work. But that said, there is the possibility that they're just going to pretend to be the Resident Evil remakes, and make Silent Hill 2 Remake more action-focused. If that's what they're doing, then I will be upset. And unfortunately, deciding to make your first promotional clip after 15 months center around combat doesn't instill me or the rest of us Silent Hill fans with a lot of confidence. The way this trailer is presented, it does make Silent Hill 2 seem like a Resident Evil Remake clone. Not only that, but a lesser clone. Why is it that the sound effects and the combat animations look so... not bad, but just... like, why does the pistol sound like it has a silencer on it? And why does the shotgun sound like it has as much power as the pistol does? And though I do think that the swinging animation for the 2x4 looks fine, it doesn't sound like it has much impact. And I know James looks like he weighs $105, but even a guy like him, if he's giving it his all, he's gonna crack some bones. Yeah, so this was not the right way to reintroduce the remake to the public consciousness. What they should have done is focus more on the atmospheric stuff. Walking around Silent Hill, maybe giving us more hints regarding how they're going to present the story, and then maybe add in a scene or two of James wielding the weapons. That would have given Silent Hill 2 Remake more of a distinct identity from the likes of Alan Wake 2 and RE. Instead, they gave us this, and now a lot of people are pessimistic. And there is still no release date? Are you Okay, yes, we want every game studio to take as much time as they can to make a game great. That includes Silent Hill 2 and BLOOBER TEAM. But forgive me for being concerned when the BLOOBER TEAM CEO said 10 months ago that the game was nearly done. If that's the case, it should be in the final polishing stages now, right? If there weren't any problems? But if that's the case, again, what is with the combat and the animations, guys? Were they putting out this trailer without a release date because they wanted to see what the reaction would be, and then Konami would go back to Bloober and tell them to fix whatever people complained about? If so, then okay, but is that really how we should be going about it? So yeah, those are my initial impressions. Sorry if they're a little bit jumbled. I do think that the things that are concerning about the trailer are biasing some people to condemn the game wholesale, when I don't think it really deserves that just yet. There are enough cool things in this trailer to keep me from losing all hope, but the things that do cause me concern have kept the amount of hope I already had at the same level.
Alright, I get you. But anyways, like, I will say this. We gotta see for launch how it goes. Absolute launch. If this will confirm it, like, for us to be right, then I'll say we're right. But by the way, let's move on to the next content creator I need to like do response and react. My honest opinion. The next one's gonna be Under the Mail. Sure, yalls, you might see in his description, but to be honest, let me give my honest opinion. I'm gonna be personal with him, because even though yes, he might be a paid ass show, like, whoever knows, but I will say this, and to be honest, in my own opinion, on the mail, why do you need some such thing like, dear Twitter users, something more that to description? Why you want to like have a local people that I would say not just people that I would say a weirdo that want to like have something like fake offended, but they're trying to like scroll down to your comment section, and you rather have these fake offended people that are genuinely weirdos. I would say absolutely weirdos. They don't play games and all that type of stuff. But if you give your own scientific word, personally, what I mean is, anyway, I'm gonna show it to you. That's what I say before I get into it. Yes, y'all, I'm talking about this. Yes, so I'm gonna read what it said in the description. Analyzing, discuss strategy for survival horror, shooters, and other stuff. Any business inquiry through Twitter, please. I reserve to write, to censor, delete activity in comments page that is disrespectful or obscene. Like, what the fuck? See, this is my main problem. I have personal problem with this guy. My only problem. Why you need some type of local weirdos or people with they don't know education? I'm sorry, they don't know education. Like, they get like cheap offended. So you rather, I would say, for example, you do your own critique. So you rather have a pronounced word around the game or something critical, whatever you criticize, and then you got to like, listen to a small nerd or people that got fake offended for what you say for a local word. Really? You are censor yourself, my nigga. And also, please do your your what is it? Your subscription properly, bro. To be honest, in my opinion, you need to do your subscription properly. That's all I'm gonna say. At least for the creator of Silent Hill fans, I can't give my respect. But for the mail, why does he want to take a soft approach, bro? Like, this is kind of stupid. Like, go read your description properly. To be honest, because I need have my right to censor to WhatsApp for like to a Twitter account or a Twitter account we have something to just say, oh, you try and misgender somebody. You want to like do that type of stuff? Really? Oh boy. But anyway, I'm gonna react to your content, even though I agree with some of your takes. And yeah, so let's see from yours, shall we? Alright, let's go.
Start with what I like about the new Silent Hill 2 trailer. It's focused on gameplay, which was the main thing we didn't get to see in the original trailer. We see how the game is played, and that's nice. The opening shots show us that several of the original game's puzzles are present. The grandfather clock, the coin puzzle, the safe combination, and one of my favorite puzzles, the soda cans and the garbage chute, which is so Silent Hill. I'm glad it's here. I'm glad it's all here. The general gameplay of the Silent Hill 2 remake is actually quite low on my list of concerns. I think it's entirely possible that we get a solid survival horror gameplay experience here. My main concerns lie with the narrative and characters, which I laid out in my video on it last year. This trailer contains no voiceover, no hints at story elements, no shots of Mary or Laura or Eddie. It's all just exploration, puzzles, and combat.
Here we go, y'all. See? That is my honest take too, and my honest stay opinion. But shout for you for calling this thing out, because personally, for my opinion, and also and also for us, very vast majority, yes, very vast, massive audience that we all want to know is, Mary or Laura or Eddie or Angela or whatever, Maria, in those trailers and all that type of stuff. We all want to see it, but for you under me, thank you for at least mention it to the whole wide world audience. Yeah, and then what we have, like a trailer. Yeah, so they gave us a demo trailer, and also what is it? When I go back to searching on YouTube once again, yeah, damn us people saying apparently right now these dumbass companies, I would say these scumbags, Konami, they rather have my people around our state, yes, the UK state, to show one clip. It's about one short clip. It's not that very long, but it's just short clip of how they improve with the James mechanic and also the style of the shooting. But the fact, like, they saying that was in the last year, but the thing is, we all seen this coming from the get go, and even me and Reverend speak about it from the get go. We all know Konami always like to see BLOOBER TEAM to be shut up and being silenced, and to be honest, if BLOOBER TEAM can't even at least post something about off, we all know how these dumbass sketchy companies will do. I would say publishers, these dumbass sketchy publishers will do. Well, I think they will delay it, and also they will turn down the license with them, and they will find other developers or studios to be silenced and then forced to do something type of stuff or promote on their contract, like behalf of their term, which is true. Alright, so let's get in the video, shall we? Right, here we go.
The combat looks, well, to me it just looks like Silent Hill Homecoming from 2008.
We obviously didn't turn it into a first-person shooter, but we definitely made the combat more fun, more accessible.
But yeah, it's your typical over-the-shoulder, closely zoomed in for no reason, standard combat presentation. And look, this may be entirely functional, but the words typical and standard are not words that I would ever use to describe the original Silent Hill games.
The presentation for the game looks incredible. The gameplay looks like a $10 Steam game.
Silent Hill games look and feel like Silent Hill games in combat and out of combat. A big part of that is the style of camera they used, and the cinematography that changes depending on the room you're in. The new Silent Hill looks like it's gonna play and control exactly like Alan Wake 2 from last year, which played exactly like the Resident Evil remakes, which played like the Evil Within 2, because big budget horror games are stuck in this camera perspective.
Everybody kind of feel like it need to be like massive dislike. I can understand, but personally for me, else, I do like third person, survival horror game. Even though I like it when you have like, psychological horror. Don't get me wrong or twisted. I like Evil Within more than Resident Evil. To be honest, at least I like Silent Hill and Evil Within. Even though they both got their own lanes, but the fact like Evil Within got its true horror more than Resident Evil. To be honest, I would say to this person, yells, Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, not like scary at all. Now they're more like action type of game. They're not even very that scary, to be honest, in my opinion. I would say the most is scary is Silent Hill and also Evil Within, because at least Evil Within got like real horror and real, disturbance more than damn ass Resident Evil. From now on, because I know massive orders like Resident Evil, but for me, it's not my damn honest, thing, you see. But by the way, yalls, I'm gonna like continue watch this video, and after that, I'm gonna like give my little honest take on Silent Hill Homecoming for a short reason. Alright? Anyways, let's get in the video, shall we? Let's go.
Call me old or blinded by nostalgia all you want, but I remember a time when every horror game I played had a unique identity to it in terms of its cinematography.
Don't blame me, and you're correct, cause at least it has its own, true meaning of being horror. But I think nowadays company want to focus on graphics. That's the thing. People want to like focus on graphics, but not a lot of the quality. That's what us fans want. A lot of good quality and have the real identity, but not too much on graphics. But that's how modern game is nowadays, So I can't, blame. You got these, incels you gotta deal with now on, and also back forth. But I do understand your point under the meal.
Resident Evil had fixed angles that frame the action like a movie. Silent Hill had a camera that follows you from above, but would sometimes switch to an angular fixed camera for dramatic purposes, or even pull out to the side and frame you from a distance. Clock Tower's point-and-click format felt like you were watching a set on a TV show. Nightmare Creatures followed you like a Tomb Raider camera, but allowed you to attack in any direction, and you could see your character from more angles than just behind their head. And that's a big one to me. All these new horror games, you're just staring at the back of your character's head for 99% of the experience. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I miss being able to see my character during gameplay. It helps me connect with their adventure, seeing their face during combat and exploration. I don't care if it leads to situations where I'm shooting enemies off screen. It's worth it for the character connection and the level of cinematography that adds to the horror experience and leaves us with so many strong visual memories of locations we spend time in. So I have a hard time getting excited about the gameplay I've just seen. Whether it's good or not, it looks like everything else, and that's kinda heartbreaking. The homogenization of gameplay is a real phenomenon, and seeing Silent Hill 2 be presented in a standardized format makes me kinda sad, I'm sorry. I'm still generally looking forward to playing it. I may end up enjoying the combat, but there's always gonna be a part of me that's bugged by this. And the more that I think about it, doesn't a gameplay trailer for Silent Hill 2, especially one focusing on combat, kinda miss the point? If you're as old as I am, you probably remember the trailers leading up to the original Silent Hill sequels, SH2, 3, 4, and those trailers showed almost nothing of combat, maybe 30 seconds of a 6-minute trailer. The atmosphere, music, and story elements were all we needed to be pissing ourselves with excitement. Because combat isn't the point. Now we have a remake where we are actively marketing the combat, and it just feels wrong, doesn't it? I started this script thinking it was a nice thing to see the combat, but really an entire trailer focused on combat doesn't make sense to me as a Silent Hill fan. Aside from all that, there's not a lot to say. We still don't have a release date, but I did notice that James's face looks a bit different. Am I imagining this, or have his facial features been softened? If that's the case, I approve. The ending of the trailer is... this has to be Pyramid Head, right? But what's the point of presenting him so mysteriously? They already blew their load by clearly showing him in HD glory in that first terrible trailer. Now they're trying to be mysterious?
Yeah, sure they absolutely do. And plus, yeah, so let me tell you this, the thing that really disrespect, the absolute game, why is there is a fucking bitch ass desk right through inside where you try to enter, the room where we met Pyramid Head. If you take a look at the original Silent Hill 2, it shows you there is no desk. James was locked. He trying to find his way to open back the door. And the next minute, bang, this slasher, warrior with the sword came and moving and moving and moving, want to come after James. And that shows how much James is struggling against, the Slayer. Yeah. Pyramid. And the fact they got desk yalls for him to be at. What the hell they're playing up, bro? For real.
This is what they should have done the first time around. Oh well, I guess it shows they learned their lesson from the backlash. Setting the camera angle aside, the visuals are nice, the tone seems appropriate. But I don't know. There's some things that I'm worried about. I'm assuming Silent Hill 2 comes out this year, so we'll see how it turns out. Do yourself a favor and play Signalis if you haven't already.
And that's your true, finish of the video of his response. So what I think, yeah, he got things right, but I disagree with his description. At least to be honest, Yals, he really do horror games to become back from original, but at least fixed camera angle from his own opinion. And to be honest, I don't want to, discredit or distake his opinion, but it's his choice. But I do respect him, because at least back in those time, games used to be very scary. We have fixed camera angles and all type of stuff, bro. But to be honest, for me, even though I'm not a fixed camera angle fan, I'm most a third person. I really like third person when we do horror games. But if you do it in a good way, I really do enjoy it when it's scary. Because for me, I would say even with them, they did it right. Also, Dead Space from the 2008, yes, the real Dead Space, the original one, they done that shit right too. I really love it, bro. Even though I didn't play that game, but to be honest, I played Dead Space too. To be honest, it really scared the shit out you. At least it gave you the real horror and gave you the real atmosphere. It gave you the dirty, the grittier, the blood, and loads of bloodshed everywhere around the dead ship. At least those games gave you good vibe and give you real scary, type of thing. But nowadays, we come to this modern era. Nowadays, we got these people that I would say online I would say incel, or I would say suck account people with bots, or they do fake, or I got me fake of any moment. They brag about the whole thing, bro. They brag about the whole thing. We all know people who do this. They get offended at everything. We all know these, these gaming meaners, these outlets, these bots, these companies love to listen and bend the knee to, these bitch ass journalists, and also these journalists are not a true fan of gaming, and also these gaming websites, they're not true fan of gaming, and also the movies, these movie websites are not true fan at watching movie. They're there to push political type of stuff, and even for us majority fans, we're not interested in political stuff. We're interested of escapism and also horror and also the fear we got from it. And to us, back in the like the days and also the early 2000, it gave you real fear. And also, to be honest, y'all, Dead Space 2 gave me the shit out real fear, y'all. I gotta stop playing it, bro, cause it's damn scary back in those times. But man, like for this game, I wonder how it gonna goes. To be honest, y'all, I wonder how it goes, because it's gonna like be in this type of situation for surely. Plus, right now we're gonna move on to the next content creator I'm gonna react to, and this last one's gonna be, yes, the one and only. I'm gonna show it to y'all. It's Griffith, y'all. Yeah, Griffith. So the next one will be Griffith. So he's got some great, honest takes on his true meaning of the stuff he put out, and I want y'all to like listen to his type of opinions, what you think of it, or what you don't like about it, on something. Yeah, stay on for you guys, and also my views to like take a look on what do you think about it as a whole, for etc. By the way, what is it? I just don't know yet, y'all. But anyway, I'm just gonna get in the video, and then I'm gonna drop my thoughts to it, cause I just like right now just get up in the 5 a.m. in the morning. Yep, I was like doing edits, so I just get up 5 a.m. in the morning. But I'm just gonna like, do a response, and then I have to leave my thoughts to this guy. So anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Let's go.
And in a twist that I, never in a million years, could have imagined, people are upset. If you couldn't tell that was sarcasm, I saw this coming from 100 miles away. Silent Hill has always had a notoriously difficult to please fan base, and for pretty good reason, right? It's been over a decade since the last mainline release, and if we're being honest with ourselves, it's probably been 2 decades since the last good one. So the fact that people are upset with the new trailer isn't surprising in the slightest. And I'll keep it real with you, there are things I'm not a huge fan of either, but I think we might be overreacting, just a little bit. And before you start being mean to me, let's just talk about it. We'll go through the trailer and nitpick together. I'm not here trying to offer mass amounts of copium to you all, I'm not some Konami simp. I mean, my most successful video on this channel is ripping Konami and Ascension apart. I just think that for what this trailer is, we may be blowing things a bit out of proportion. And let's start there. What is this trailer? I've been seeing a ton of people criticizing how action-focused the game looks here, that the true psychological experience of Silent Hill is gone, and Bloober is giving us nothing but another Resident Evil clone. And it's true, the game does look action-focused from this trailer.
That's true, which, I say it to Undermeal, and I say it to Max Direct, I say it to Plea Boy, which like 3 members, and also another 3 members, just like me, just like we say the most, is mostly like actions. And to be honest, that's what BLOOBER TEAM say, I think, around, confirming the bots and the media and also the journalists. Or we rather like be done with psychological horror game. We rather make our games go action. But I don't know how that stuff gonna turn out. And to be honest, they're not that very depth at character, walking animation type of stuff. But we have to see from the next trailer how it goes. Simple. But by the way, let's continue on your video, shall we? Here we go.
Because this is a combat reveal. The whole point of this trailer is to give everyone a look at what the actual gameplay looks like. And hear me out on this, the gameplay of Silent Hill 2 boils down essentially to what? Wandering around, solving puzzles, and fighting monsters. what do you want from a gameplay reveal? James trying to open locked doors for 2 minutes? So the criticism that the remake looks too action-heavy is a bit silly at this point in time, at least in my opinion. We can't judge that just yet when we have one trailer consisting entirely on cinematics and another entirely on combat. Next, visually, what are we seeing here? Well, to me, and I don't know if I'm alone in this, James is the worst looking thing here. Bloober is known for atmosphere and vibes, so I expected them to nail it, and just from this alone it looks like they pretty much have. One of my biggest gripes with the original reveal trailer was that the environment looked too clean, not old and run down enough. From what we see here, it seems that's been addressed, so good job, Bloober. As for James, he looks wonky. I think his animations in general just sort of need some polish, the walking in particular. Also, what's with the bleach blonde hair? Bro looks like he's part of a K-pop group or something. I think the creature design is unsurprisingly pretty incredible, as to be expected from Masahiro Ito. We also seem to be getting some variations of the lying figures and nurses, which is pretty cool. One thing I noticed on a rewatch of the trailer is that the lying figures seem to make the same high-pitched yell that they do in the original game. Accuracy is key in a remake of something like Silent Hill 2, so that is a welcome sign. At the same time, it seems that a few of the monsters are gushing like a greenish substance when they get shot. I'm not sure what that's all about, but I can't say I'm a huge fan of it. The original was pretty gory for its time, if you remember. James would put a monster down and walk away, leaving bloody footprints behind. I'm not sure what this is all about, but yeah, I hope it's changed or at least explained. Of course, this is a combat trailer, so let's talk about it. How did the combat look? Fine, I guess. To be honest, I don't love it. I also don't hate it. I'm just sort of indifferent and hoping that Bloober adds a couple layers of polish before the game actually releases. I can echo the sentiment that maybe it doesn't look heavy enough, like the impact of the swings don't look forceful, but other than that, it looks okay. I can say with certainty, my absolute biggest gripe with everything shown here would have to be the QuickTime events. This is probably the only time throughout the trailer where I can agree that, yeah, this kinda sucks. And I don't hate QuickTime events. I think they can be a useful gameplay tool when utilized properly, but I do hate everything about the ones shown in this trailer.
I don't blame you, and also the people around the community and also the fans too. But well, time have to tell, or it comes down to the developers, cause we don't know what they're gonna do. Because personally, for my awareness, they're gonna keep that in, and to be honest, there's nothing you can do about it. But damn, I have to press the next. Amazing. To be honest, yalls, there is some way you can at least counter them, and that's what I would do if I was a developer. Just find a way to just counter these type of creatures. Simple, fair on. But vast majority of fans saying they're not that happy with it. So at least give them honest opinion for that right statement. And that's true.
The animation of James struggling with the lying figure kinda just looks bad, and honestly, it reminded me of something out of Ascension. I want the enemies to have that jittery Jacob's Ladder-esque movement, but this is not that. This just stinks. And on top of that stellar animation, the screen becomes soaked with blood and mucus, and really it just looks kind of cheap, a little corny. Please remove it. I don't like it one bit. Other than that, I think my main takeaway is that the game, like I said earlier, still needs a few layers of polish. It looked like something that wasn't quite ready to hit shelves. In terms of tone and direction, it's really hard to gauge those sorts of things from a trailer of which the sole purpose was to show combat. Do I hope Bloober improves the stiffness and wonky animations? Yeah. Do I think this remake is doomed because of one trailer clearly stating that the game is still in development? No. They have time to let it cook, and I think many of the reservations I've been seeing online should be held for later when A concrete release window is established. Now, was there any good to come from the trailer we were just given? Hell yeah. Like I said, the atmosphere looks incredible. We got a sneak peek at a couple puzzles, one of which looked to be that insane coin placement one from the original. If you noticed, a lot of the sound design has stayed true to the classic, the monster sounds in particular. I'm pretty sure the radio static is just ripped straight from the original game, which I do appreciate. The music sounded great, being reworked classics from Yamaoka. James wasn't rolling around the ground or landing any insane combos, just bare bones whacking and shooting. Did it look great? Not really. Did it look bad? Also, not really. I know I keep repeating myself, but with some polish, I think it looks really promising. I think we're in a weird place right now where, for whatever reason, a large group of people are just kind of rooting for this game to fail.
Oh, here we go again with these type of content creators. Like, what do you think of vast majority think this game will be rooting for fail? Come on. Y'all's gonna be there and y'all's gonna play it. And also it's up to their wallets, they gotta speak, you know. Like, how come they're praying it's gonna be for fail, but you're gonna buy and also I'm gonna buy. But the fact like you're worried about, not a lot of vast majority of people playing the game, they rather watch and they rather have the choice to at least, stand by the words and at least see if this gameplay good or not, or the story. Remember, people rather have quality instead of just, to one type of stuff. No, they rather have quality and good storytelling, simple. Not just, graphics and all type of things. No, it's quality. A lot of it. And that's how these nerds around, the modern culture, they care about only graphics, but not like quality, like a lot of things. And that's what game developers should do. Take a look at Baldur's Gate 3 if you else don't know. They focused on quality a lot, graphics and gameplay, and also frame rates too. And to be honest, if you don't tell me how good it is, well, see by yourself. But by the way, let's get into this video.
I mean, we have the diehards who are expecting this remake to have tank controls and run in 480p, I guess. Then we have the crowd who apparently forgot there was combat in Silent Hill, saying this remake is going full-on Resident Evil, and on the opposite end, we have the casuals saying it could never compare to Resident Evil, like it was ever supposed to. I think we saw this coming, though. When taking on a task like remaking Silent Hill 2, it's gonna be damn near impossible to please everyone. Over the course of 25 years, this franchise has accumulated a pretty diverse fan base, and I think there are a bunch of subsects all with different versions of what Silent Hill should be in 2024. If you're one of those seething at the footage we got today, I implore you to take a step back and see this for what it is. A revival of the franchise we all love. And BLOOBER TEAM is not some massive studio with massive budgets like a Capcom. If you were expecting RE engine quality gameplay, well, it might be smart to temper expectations. And who knows, if this remake does well, we could see other remakes all increasing in quality with the size of the fan base. I know a lot of you are going to be unhappy with my takes here. I expect nothing less from the Silent Hill fandom. We're all passionate. I'll give us that. Anyway, the short message released today as well, which is awesome. I heard Ito and Yamaoka worked on that as well. I'll have to give it a try and let you know what I think. But that's it. Thanks for watching. The video might be a bit of a mess. I threw it together super quickly after watching the state of play. I promise my other content is higher quality.
Content are a bit higher quality. I don't know. But by the way, while think about when it comes to masses audience, I'm gonna take this for different opinion. If people keep on saying that it's more like Resident Evil, they don't know what the fuck they talk about. Ain't no Resident Evil clone, to be honest, in my opinion. Because Silent Hill is way more different than Resident Evil. So, I don't know. These people can't kind of be like a dumbass. But I can understand where, when it comes to third person, go to action route. Yes, I understand that. But for me personally, for the BLOOBER team that play Layers of Fear and also other recent game which they called out, bro, they gonna have so many like tough time to just, you know, get along with Silent Hill 2 Remake. To be honest, they really want a good quality of their game and also the good skill work. But for the fans that replay the recent game, the Layers of Fears and also the Medium and also Blair Witch, they at least stated at the point and also the fact like how BLOOBER team handle, you know, their games, and also when it comes to trauma type stuff, they're not that very like highly skilled. And to be honest, they've been like in a very track record on history. They got like, you know, a bad record. But the fact like when it comes to this franchise, let's see how they do it, because personally for me, I'm to be honest skeptical too, because this franchise mean a lot. Even though I didn't play it, but this game mean a lot to me, bro. To be honest, a lot. And I really want, you know, at least they work on their mistake and at least change it for improve when people try to criticize them. Just understand what's your wrong and at least work out and just at least listen to fans what made the series right and also great, and they need to like at least do so. But for the sake of it, we have to see, because I'm telling you, those BLOOBER team fans will be, you know, keeping an eye on their state of developers that create Layers of Fear, because when it comes to like, what is it, 2023, when them niggas drop like their own remake, oh boy, it's the same mentality and the same, you know, karma is coming, and which is true. The karma did show to them. Yep, they got like another bad, you know, mixed reviews, and to be honest, they need to like get a very high review, no lie, a very good high review if they want to nail this one to the point it's the greatest. But anyway than that, I will try if I can continue with the other queer, but let me see if I can try to do this one, and if that won't work, then that's the last of it. I continue with the other twos on my next video, but let's see how this goes. So anyway, y'all, we gotta take a look at like this guy called Finical Clips, and what's his thoughts about the Silent Hill 2 trailer, and I'm gonna try to like put my honest, you know, opinion to it, and therefore y'all should, you know, react or how do you feel about it too. So let's get into the next one, shall we? Let's go.
It just came out like 34 minutes ago. Okay. Oh god, those dislikes. Ooh! Ooh, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I mean, graphically it looks alright. It doesn't look like Silent Hill at all, though. It doesn't look like Silent Hill at all. It looks good, but it does not look like Silent Hill. I feel this is such a cope argument, but you know when people say, like,
Soul, soulless. Old, le good. New, le bad.
but, like, I don't know, I'm getting this weird feeling like it's not Silent Hill. That looked awful. That actually looked awful.
It's gonna come from
That looked really bad.
It's gonna go down for a mile away.
The quick time event as well to like escape the grapple.
I see, many Master's audience do not like the quick time event.
Like the fact that it's flashing on screen as well. There was a game that did this called Rise, Son of Rome, and they found the button prompts were that bad, and it made the game look so tacky that instead of having button prompts, they just highlighted enemies, the color on the controller. It was like red, green, blue. Dude, it looks like a fan game, like one of these Unreal Engine fan games. This looks bad. No, it looks so bad. Bro, this looks awful. This looks like a fan game. This looks terrible. I kind of feel bad for them because so many horror games recently have put so much into the gore. Like the Resident Evil remakes, right? With the dismemberment mechanic. You can blow an enemy's head off. You can blow their arms off. Their arm will fall off and like drop off slowly. You blow their legs off. There doesn't seem to be any like dismemberment mechanics here, which is fine, but like it just looks so stale. Like because we've got so many games like that now. That was the combat reveal trailer. That was rough, man. This game should have gotten the same budget, the RE2 remake. Yeah, they couldn't have been on the same budget, right? We waited 2 years for no release date. In development? Okay, no, that's good. That's good. That's really good.
But
that's
anyway,
really good.
I got a lot of stuff.
That's very good news. Thank God. I thought it was going to be this year or something. So there is a chance. This could be like a Sonic film, where it got so much hate that they did a complete 180 and they just reversed all of it and changed the entire design. Because this looks bad. I almost feel like they got so rent-free in their own head about people like shitting on the game that they're like, we're going to show them, and then they just show this like early build and it just looks awful. But that's good that they don't even have a release date.
What else is stale? Your content slop, boy.
Shut up.
Guys, after seeing the gameplay reveal trailer for the Silent Hill 2 remake, I have to admit I have some major concerns. The gameplay animations all look incredibly rough, and honestly, overall, the game seems as if it's going to be a Steam Early Access title or simply a fan-made project. Now, before I dive into the trailer, I want you to keep two things in mind. First of all, the CEO of BLOOBER Team came out and said this: Silent Hill 2 is technically ready. It does not mean the game is finished, but we are close. However, the issue of the release schedule lies with our partners, and what the promotion will look like and when the title will debut is not directly in our hands. So, saying things like the game is technically ready and we are close sounds to me as if they're in the final stages of development and are just simply polishing up the project. However, this was said on March 23rd, 2023, almost an entire year ago. So making statements like this and then showing footage almost an entire year later that looks this rough is not a good look. On the flip side, Aesthetic Gamer aka Dusk Golem did come out and say that the footage shown was very close to what they saw last May. So there is a chance that for some reason Konami thought it would be a good idea to make the reveal trailer featuring footage that is extremely extremely old. However, for better or for worse, this is how they decided to reveal the gameplay for Silent Hill 2, and it's all we got to work with. So with that out of the way, let's get into it and break this thing down. Okay, we're gonna start on a positive note, as I think the first part of this trailer isn't completely awful. The subtle music, the creaking in the floors, the loud tick-tock from the clock, it seems as if they nailed it, at least in the first part of the trailer. I even like the scene where James is walking down that dark hallway. It really reminded me of the original game. I love that they made the game extremely dark and the only light source is his flashlight or some minor lights in the ceiling. It just looks top-notch. And I also like the scene where James is walking up to the TV, slowly approaching the scene, building the suspense and allowing me to take in just enough of this dreadful sight, but not fully showing the results thus yet, making my imagination run wild. However, then the screen flashes and shows me what James is actually seeing, and it completely kills the vibe. Showing us a bloody towel covering the face of the man in the chair just makes it lose something special. In the original game, this scene was more dirty, gritty, and brutal. And it's not just this chair scene that doesn't live up to the original game. The body in the fridge doesn't look right either. In the original, this moment feels just so much more dark and terrifying. It almost feels like an unreal scene from a fever dream. In the trailer, it just looks like someone threw this guy into the fridge. It feels like you walked into the aftermath of a fight that went too far. It completely loses the sense of dread and horror that made the franchise so great to begin with. It feels like in the remake, they're trying to show you everything but the faces of the dead. And if you're a fan of the series, you most likely know the reason why. However, in doing so, it loses so much of the subtlety and the mystery the original game had. I worry the remake is going to try to beat you over the head with the supposed hidden messaging that made Silent Hill so great in the first place. However, this is where the trailer takes an absolute nose dive. In my opinion, what we're about to see next is why so many people did not like this trailer. In fact, I think showing this off actually did more harm than good for the game. Alright, so we got quite a bit to go over. First of all, let's start with the monsters. They look too shiny and clean. I feel like they stand out way too much. It almost feels like they're invading this world instead of actually being a part of it. In the original game, they feel as if they actually belong in the environments you encounter them in. Like I said before, you feel like you're in a fever dream, and you're in an environment that you recognize, but something feels off the entire time. Once you encounter the monsters, while they may look bizarre, deformed, and grotesque, they actually seem as if they belong in the world. And James is the one who is out of place. Secondly, while I think the animations of James swinging the 2x4 doesn't look that bad, the impact just seems completely weightless. The creatures basically have zero reaction from James smashing them over and over again. Now let's talk about the gun. Why does it sound like it has a silencer on it? Imagine firing a gun in an empty hallway. Not only would it be incredibly loud, it would have a massive echo effect. Yet, this thing sounds like a blow dart. I really hope the gunshot audio is just placeholders because this is really, really bad. Though, before I move on, I want to point this out. The audio director at BLOOBER TEAM actually addressed the gunshots on Twitter, saying, basically, stuff like this happens when you cut the frequencies of the sound design to put the music at the front. Not on us. Don't worry. Gunshots in-game are pretty powerful. And I hope he's right. In fact, I hope that doesn't just apply to gunshots, but also the monster effects. They sound incredibly weak, especially when compared to the original game. So let's go on ahead and finish up this trailer. Man, guys, they butchered the nurses. First of all, why is this nurse holding her stomach as she falls over? It's almost as if she felt the pain of the gunshot, which is not good. These are supposed to be otherworldly creatures that do not display signs of pain. Having them react to gunshots in such a way where they experience pain just makes them appear more human. Yes, bullets and melee attacks should have an impact on them, but only because there's the force of the blow, not because they feel the pain of the strike or the shot. I would say this clip from the trailer is how all the nurses should behave. They take a round to the face, jerk back as if her spine just snapped, but then springs back up as if she felt nothing. But then again, we have this clip of a nurse taking a shotgun to the dome and doesn't even flinch. The animations feel all over the place, ranging from bad to merely okay, which is not a great look. Overall, I feel like the trailer made the game seem as if it's sort of just forgettable, which is not really acceptable. The trailer is supposed to hype people up. However, it just fell completely flat. Whether the trailer was old footage or not, it does not matter. This is how they decided to reveal this game to the public. And in my opinion, it's done a lot more harm than good. But I would love to hear what you all think. Are you guys excited for the Silent Hill 2 remake? What did you think of the trailer?
Let's say I think it's the mix, but I will say the only thing they got right, is the town, and also they got the fog, but it needs to be more perfect. At least we'll look at the teaser trailer. At least it shows how much I like it from that type of perspective angle. But when it comes to gameplay, nah, that needs to prove a bit more. You see, a bit more. But anyways, like I said, I already put my discussions under a mail. Max the Rat, Griffiths, and Purely Boy 99. Like, we all say the same thing. And plus, I'm kind of getting, out of touch what I said. But what I mean by content, if you watch what I say and I try to discuss the same type of thoughts and opinion like I did, you can tell that the game do have some technical issues, but BBT is not showing us the fully, new gameplay, the fully new version of it. They show us this one, but I hope it don't turn out to be, Resident Evil type of stuff. Which is true, y'all. I hope they don't make James be just like Leon Kennedy. Hope not. So by the way, that's it. I'm gonna have to wrap this up, and hope y'all do enjoy the content, and make sure y'all keep yourselves safe and stay out of bad luck or bad wishes. Anyway, I wish y'all greatness and happiness, and therefore, this is Reborn68819. It's nice content and also nice speak of the truth. By the way, I'll see ya. I'll make my next content. Right, there. So this is Reborn68819 sign out. Peace out.